As an electrician or as an engineer, sometimes you have to do measurements, so you need a device that makes this job for you. This device is the multimeter, and let me tell you that you're on the right place to learn how this device works and how to use it without any problems. Let's get started. First, what does the multimeter word means? It is a simple mix between multi and meter. Multi means multiple devices in only just one, and meter means that it can do a lot of measurements such as voltage, current, resistance, temperature, and diode test. Working principle of a multimeter. Digital multimeters do the same task as analog panel meters, which is measuring. But since they show numbers on a screen and they got a knob, we can understand that they contain a special digital hardware inside. How to do your first measurements with a multimeter? Step 1. You gotta know where are the inputs to use. For measuring voltage, resistance, temperature, and diode test, we use these two sockets for the model fluke 287 and the Unity. But be careful! Do not use these two plugs for measuring voltage because they are different and can damage your device. Now we will step through how to measure AC voltages. For that, you need to set your multimeter in VAC mode. The display will show AC like this. Alternative voltages can be found in our home sockets, and handling 220 volts is very dangerous, so please be careful with it. Connect your probes like this and make sure they are not touching somewhere else. Hold your probes firmly and insert them in the socket. If everything is good, you should be able to read 220 volts on the display. Now we will discover how to measure DC voltages, so that you can, for example, test your car battery or confirming how much voltage is being spit from your power supply. But what if you connect your probes backwards? Is it a problem? No, because the polarity doesn't affect multimeters, and the only difference is that you will get only negative voltages. Make sure you'll always connect your probes like this. Again, hold your probes firmly and insert them in the DC jack of your power supply. Here I am reading 10 volts. Measuring small DC voltages, aka DC millivolts, this feature is useful for reading small signals coming from a sensor. Now the most interesting part, measuring components. Here I gathered some components that we will be testing during this part. Resistance mode. First, turn your knob until you reach the ohm symbol. Make sure it appears on the display. Then hold the resistor with your probes only. Do not touch with your hands because it might give you wrong values. Capacitance mode. Some multimeters have this yellow function button, which while pressed, activates operations in yellow color. Now we're entering the capacitance mode. Make sure it shows an F on the display. Here is the capacitor that we will be testing, a 10 microfarad one. And as you can see, it shows 9.8 microfarad, which is pretty close value. Testing diodes. Again, enter the diode mode with the yellow button. Connect one side of the diode like this. If the meter shows 0.2, the diode is good and it is on the right side, meaning direct bias. Connect now the diode in the other side like this. If the meter shows OL or 1, the diode is good, but in only reverse side. Please note that some multimeters have LED and buzzer indicators to show the state of the tested LED. Now we measure DC currents. Set your multimeter in current mode. Don't forget to check if the letter A is appearing on the display. Put the red probe in this socket. Be careful, while hooking your multimeter, it should be in series with the load to measure the current. Now, if you've connected your multimeter correctly, the current values should appear on the display like this. Awesome! There's still some cool features that we didn't explore yet, guys, such as NCV, min-max, and range functions. So let me know, guys, should I do part 2 to show you more advanced things? For that, like this video, share it and subscribe it. That will be kind of you. Remember to always learn and be creative. I see you soon.